So we have these two types of policies, term and whole life, that basically act as a financial tool to not screw your friends and family over financially. Term policy lasts for a term, a period of time. So usually these things last between 10 and 30 years, but you can kind of get them from any range. Why would anybody want life insurance that goes away? Because it's really cheap. All life insurance is based on how long the company expects you to live, and based on actuarial tables, how sick you are, all of these things. Well, when you buy a policy that only lasts for a little bit of time, they don't expect you to actually cash in on that policy. You can get a whole heck of a lot of coverage for a little bit of money because they basically don't expect you to actually cash this in. So what is a whole life policy? A whole life policy is you will get a certain amount of money if you pay this premium for the rest of your life. So until you die. Generally, what this is going to be sold as is final expense insurance. These are usually smaller policies, and you're not going to get nearly as much bang for your buck with these things because they will guarantee they're going to give you a certain amount of money. Why would anybody want a whole life policy? Because if you're in a situation where maybe you're on a fixed income or you just know that you're not going to be able to save up that chunk of money for your final expenses, or if you don't have any, like if your loved ones are not kind of in a place that they can financially absorb that money until your will has kicked in, the beautiful thing about life insurance is it doesn't have to go through probate, which is a fancy legal deal that you got to go to court to make sure your will is legit, basically. Another thing that's fantastic about a whole life policy is it can give you access to those living benefits that we talked about before, which is if you get terminal, critical, or chronic illness, then you can have access to some of this money. So that's another reason why a whole life policy is a good option. So we have these two types of policies, term and whole life, that basically act as a financial tool to not screw your friends and family over financially. And then you have this other type of insurance that is basically used to take advantage of the tax benefits from life insurance. There are some fantastic tools that maybe you've heard of. Some of these are annuities, some of these are indexed universal lives, and some other products that I'm not going to get into right now. But just understand there is this whole other topic of life insurance that deals with basically growing your money. People will call these investments, but they are not investments. Investments are a totally different type of risk. Just understand these are basically the two different ways that life insurance protects you. Protects you from screwing over your loved ones financially, and then takes advantage of these things over here, takes advantage of them to basically protect and grow your money.